Okay.
However, I will have to step away for about 10 minutes, so you guys start. I'll be right back. Honeydews, you know how it works.
I believe Bombs is AFK right now anyway, so.
I'm back. I just finished feeding the herd.
The
Yeah.
herd.
Honeydews, I'll be right back as soon as I can, maybe 10 minutes. You could start.
Oh, Sala, there's one of the things, those two macros I made you, or the two sets of macros. They're both they both have inspire on them because of your tuned bow string. Anytime you're shooting your bow, it should be inspired.
Okay.
Since it doesn't cost you anything. The difference is the ones that say PB are if you're within 30 feet, and the ones that don't are if you're shooting farther than 30 feet. And the way it's set up, say you shoot at one target who's within 30 feet first, you can use the one that says bow, inspire PB1 because it's a first shot. And if the next guy is outside 30 feet, you can use the one without point blank for number 2. Just one is the primary, your full base attack bonus. The 2 shot is with the -5 for a secondary shot, and the 3 shot is the tertiary shot with the 10 points down. Tracking?
Yes.
I will BRB as well.
Oh, this is an old version of my little avatar thing token.
What are you talking about? That's the same one, isn't it?
The picture's right, but the stats on it were from like 2 levels ago.
Hey, keeping your tokens straight is your business. I just put them on the right map.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'm excited because it's almost hoodie season.
You're a hoodie season.
Face is a hoodie season.
A hoodie season your face.
So I'll hold my hoops.
Ooh, bitch.
Hold my weave.
Once everyone is here, is Michael back?
Nobody did say we could start without him, if you want to. I know.
It's the start of the last book.
I know. I dig it.
Well, okay, after you finished with Neruzavin, you teleported back to Kathir. You went shopping, you went selling. Though one interesting thing of note did happen. When you guys went to sell off all the gear you got, did you all go together, or did you just send Amos off alone with the bag, or did someone go with him to actually do the talky bits, or what happened there?
I imagine we did it as a group, just, safety's sake.
Yeah, I know we would have actually had to leave someone back because, the Necronomicon won't teleport with you, so unless you wanted to leave it alone.
That would probably be Victor, seeing as how he basically just hand you some cash saying, get me a new cloak.
Yeah, but then there's the whole, do we trust Victor with the Necronomicon after wanting to give it to a devil thing?
But there's no more devil. I'm not alone. I got my bow.
Totally trust Ervin with the Necronomicon.
As she drools on herself.
She's recovered, thank you very much.
From the last time.
Yeah, the fact that she's totally, taking on the whole, sinister, evil fucking witch in leather fucking look, pay no attention to that.
It's stylish, thank you very much.
Well, when you're in town to sell off your gear, I assume most of it's in your bag of holding because, otherwise you wouldn't be able to carry it. Is that a logical assumption there?
Well, to a degree, yeah, I can carry a lot.
Amos would probably be, I imagine he's carrying, the lion's share of the shit.
Well, I'm actually the one carrying the bags of holding, so yeah.
There you go. He's the mule.
Well, when, Amos opens the bag of holding in one of the shops to sell off some of the gear, as soon as it opens, 2 hands shoot out and grab him.
Surprise, motherfucker.
And they're obviously not alive hands. They are dead. So Amos ends up wrestling with something in the bag before eventually taking a sword, just starting to stab it into the bag until it stops moving. And then he pulls out... remember when you were in the tunnels and there was that undead thing riding a horse?
The night guy?
Yeah, the knight that that Victor basically blew up before it even got into range.
Yeah, he shot the shit out of him.
Yeah, well, Amos pulls that out of the bag.
The whole damn thing?
The whole damn thing.
Okay, we need to talk about inventory management here, people.
It's loot the bodies, not take the bodies.
No, you didn't take the bodies. You left the body there.
Well, Victor didn't get to see it because he's back just oiling his bow, I guess.
Wink, wink.
Yeah, his bow. Hey, don't look at me. I don't know shit about these undead things. I would have figured one of you smart folks knew that.
Okay, what check would I need to figure out what the hell just happened?
Undead things are knowledge religion.
That shit.
You're pretty sure it's dead.
Again.
Anybody else have any idea what's going on?
Out of character, I do.
Well, sure, out of character, I knew exactly what it was, but that doesn't help when I don't have the ranks and the skill.
Yeah, I don't have knowledge religion either.
Dasala?
I do.
You're a little bit more sure than Erevan that it's dead, but not entirely.
If only we had a cleric.
So see, this is why I didn't want to start until I got back.
If this were a TV show, this would be like the pre-credits sequence.
Yeah, the...
Open bag, arm comes out, Amos stabs the shit out of it. Everybody just kind of stands there with like that kind of Joss Whedon silence. Somebody says something pithy, then title card.
Well, while we're waiting for Michael, Erevan, did you want to read any more fun stories from a book?
Yeah, why not?
Are we back in Erisavin?
I assume I would at least give it one more try before we left.
All right.
All right, I'm back until my wife decides to give me something else to do.
Welcome back.
Hey, just
Well-
in time. We need your helps.
Yeah.
I didn't do it.
When you all went back to Kathir to do shopping, when Amos opened one of the bags of holding to pull out gear to sell, an undead monstrosity tried to drag him into the bag. Hands shot out and grabbed him. They were wrestling for a while. He ended up stabbing it in the bag, and then he pulled out a complete undead corpse out of the bag.
Did we leave a body in there?
No, you did not leave a body in there.
Okay, that's not normal.
It was wearing the breastplate of that undead thing that was on the dead horse in the subterranean area we went to that Victor shot up real quick.
Okay.
It was that thing that Victor shot up
Let me knowledge
that no one
religion
identified.
Let me knowledge religion this thing.
And that's where we have a cleric.
I have my uses.
That and to
Handful
try to
of-
fuck everything.
Apparently this undead is something called a grave knight.
Yeah, this is a grave knight.
Undead tyrants and eternal champions of the undead grave knights arise from the corpses of the most nefarious warlords and disgraced heroes, villains too merciless to submit to the shackles of death. They bear the same weapons and regalia they did in life, though warped or empowered by their profane resurrection. A grave knight's essence is fundamentally tied to its armor and the bloodstained trappings of its battle lust. The armor becomes an icon of its perverse nature, transforming into a monstrous second skin over the husk of the desiccated flesh and the scarred bone locked within. When a grave knight dies or is killed, its armor begins to rebuild its body immediately. It takes a few days, but eventually the body will fully reform in the armor and it will reanimate. Kind of like a lich in a phylactery.
This thing's gonna
Cool.
keep coming back. It's kind of attached to its body.
So, we can sell the armor for more then, right?
Sounds good to me. It's got an
a
added
feature.
feature, not a bug.
So you want to sell off the undead?
No, just the
Well-
armor. It's just buyer beware.
I
right?
mean, Yeah, well, I mean, I'll tell people, but there's probably someone who would be more interested in it, studying it, or who
Collector of
knows?
some sort.
Yeah. We'll let them know. There's got to be some. I mean, we know this person here at the Mysterium, right? So let them know about it. Hey, look, we got a grave knight.
You could sell him to some sort of mage college. It's infinite target practice.
Yes.
Are you sure, Michael? It is female.
Oh damn!
Well, in that case,
It's gonna be some really creepy fleshlight type thing.
we extra
I
sell
don't,
it.
I don't need the whole skeleton. I just need the greaves. That's where the hand lives,
It runs.
right?
It's regenerating love doll.
Well, if you want to spend a few extra days and put the word out with some unsavory types, you can actually find someone who's willing to buy a Grave Knight.
As long as they're a legit seller, they have legit things. I don't want to give this like freaking local thug, to go ahead and use against his other thugs or stuff.
No, you just want to sell it to a warlord to use against other warlords.
I'm okay
Well,
with that.
most likely Michael won't be involved in the sale. What
No,
with
we
it being
bear
a
no
sentient
responsibility for
creature
what
and
the,
undead, and people with good alignment need to. Hey, look, go shopping over there.
Yeah, it's just not a good idea to. Yeah.
We just won't let you know.
It's like, yeah, this is what this is. Walking away.
Well, I'll take care of this.
Oh, what happened to
Come on,
that thing?
Indra. Let's find out who can buy this thing.
Isn't this thing gonna be dangerous? No, honey,
No.
this is gonna be fun. You totally want to take it home.
It's-
It'll be a good time.
It's only dangerous when it comes back.
But you do find someone who looks very wealthy, kind of old and wrinkly and shriveled up, and probably sold his soul to another region, who is happy to buy this from you.
Are they dressed in yellow?
No, they are not.
Sold.
So, how much does he want to buy it for?
He is willing to offer you about 20,000 for it.
Outstanding. Sold.
American.
And with that 20,000, which is actually more than I expected to get, then we can buy some spell components for like diamond related stuff.
Yeah. Lots of diamond dust.
Well, I figure one 10,000 gold piece diamond for resurrection, 2 5,000 gold piece diamonds for raised deads, and then with the remaining cash that we had available, probably about 5,000 gold pieces worth of diamond dust.
Or you can just buy, diamonds, and then if you need diamond dust, just crush them.
Sure, just crush them.
Do we?
Wait. Amos is a strapping, strong lad. He can probably do it, right?
Dude, if I can crush diamonds, I think my strength score is a little low.
Yeah, that's what it doesn't say specifically. It says this much amount of gold of diamond dust. So, yeah.
It doesn't say how finely ground it has to be. It just has to be
Yeah.
dust.
I just realized
Yeah,
I
but
don't have a
you
spell
could
component
purchase it
pouch.
as dust, so
Do we?
so
have-
you better go spend that 5 gold pieces to buy yourself one.
Yeah, I just realized I didn't have that. I'm sorry, guys.
It wouldn't be in there anyway, so.
Sorry. Like I was looking at like one of these spells and I need like toad skin or something. I'm like, oh, that'd be under a spell component pouch. And I'm like, oh, I don't have
Well,
that.
clerics, though, you use your holy symbol, because anything that has a material component becomes a focus component.
Well,
That's why clerics generally, with the exception of expensive components, anything
Yeah.
that's expensive, you have to purchase.
okay, because that means like, oh, diamond dust.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
What the hell was I looking at then? Oh, frightful aspect. It says verbal, semantic, and material. No divine
Right.
focus. Don't I still need a pouch for that?
For what?
For frightful aspect, because there's no divine focus thing for it.
Usually it's because the spell, is it written for like wizards and whatnot?
I don't know. It just says frightened aspect.
There's
Polymorph spell. So, I'll just spend the 5 gold just to make myself feel better.
okay.
And after everything that's gone on and all the actions everyone has taken, just before you go to the next part of the quest, Erevan, your alignment is not chaotic good anymore.
Oh, you're neutral good.
I
No.
don't think that's the aspect that changed.
What am I changing to?
You are changing to chaotic neutral.
Oh,
Ah, see, you're besties with Sala again.
hey.
Crumb,
Yes, ma'am. Please don't.
your alignment is not changing to true neutral, but you're on notice. You have a dream from your goddess who's telling you you're kind of walking the line there, buddy.
What'd I do?
Killing angels and trying to fuck hags,
Listen,
maybe?
I resurrected an angel or Breath of Life one or something. Okay.
I assume it's because of my cavorting with the Necronomicon.
It's for
Among other things, yes.
It's for the
but
greater good, you know.
This isn't that trashy novel, come on.
How else am I supposed to freaking, stop an undead, or old one or something unless somebody else freaking does some finagling stuff.
I'm curious, what are the other things?
Yeah, what are the other things?
A lot of the choices that you have made.
That's fair.
Doesn't even have
What-
to. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Name
Wow.
5.
I'm just curious. Like I'm not disputing the fact. I'm just curious because I want to have a giggle.
Yeah, I'm curious too, actually.
Okay, for Crumb, definitely the constant hitting on horrible, evil abominations.
Maybe I'm trying to redeem them.
You
With
are
your
not.
meter?
Their vagina?
You are not a cleric of either Callistrio or Sarenrae. You are a cleric of Shaylin.
Your goddess knows better.
Shaylin ain't into redeeming. She's into killing the ugly things.
Damn it.
And not ugly like, well, they're pretty on the inside. No, the things that are ugly on the inside.
Everyone has beauty on the inside.
Not everyone. Night hags don't have beauty on the inside.
Here's the thing, though: you can't find somebody's internal beauty by way of the vagina.
Well, what about Erevan's mom?
She was an evil bitch. What are you talking about?
Oh, well, shit.
Shit.
Sorry. Okay. My bad. Well, present
That's
me with
probably
women
why.
that are not evil and I won't have this problem. Or at least reasonably attractive dudes. Look at what I'm working with. Erevan, Look at all these dudes.
I am exceptionally pretty, thank you very much.
Yeah, with every freaking... Yeah.
Oh, really? Literally one dude in like
Look
a
at this
year of
chiseled
traveling together.
body of mine and you just can't resist me. I can't... It's just horrible.
You know what? It would be a lot more appealing if it wasn't attached to a dude that's willing to stick his dick in a hag. Like, if that's what you're willing to do
Or a
in
knoll.
front of us, God only knows what festering cesspool your crotch is from before we met.
And none of that has happened.
I am so glad Victor is not here to hear this conversation.
Your private region is like it's its own biome of STDs probably, and the STDs have probably got evil alignments.
Why don't you take a look at it and you tell me?
You need a far better cleric in healing than I know how to administer.
Crumb's crotch has become the new plane of filth.
Yeah.
It's a portal.
Maybe Crumb
Look,
has
dude,
been doing
We're
some-
not saying you're evil, but, you just don't have to, stab everything with your glaive right away.
I haven't been. I'll let you do that for me.
And we don't always mean your glaive.
Hey, you're the one, bringing bringing my
The glaive
glaive
is
into
your
it.
penis.
So are Amos and Victor the only ones that have like maintained their alignment the entire time?
Oh, well, Victor, um, Victor's alignment is also kind of skirting the line, but he doesn't have a deity to tell him, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't care. So,
Well, okay, I feel kind of bad now. I'm sorry, Shaylin.
Well,
Like,
hey, remember on the plus side, she's neutral good, so you could be true neutral and still
Yeah.
follow her.
I'd rather be a good dude because, you know, I did previously have the scumbag guy I was following, you know.
the thing to remember is being good is a conscious choice you have to make, and it is not easy and it does take effort. Because the easy thing is to just be neutral. Neutral's great. You just go along, you fuck whatever you want, you kill whatever you want, you don't go out of your way to hurt people. You know, it's middle of the line, normal.
Are you trying to
Good is-
convince me, or?
No, I'm just saying that good is abnormal. You have to go beyond to be good.
So is Victor like
That's
skirting the
what she
line
said.
between true neutral and lawful neutral, or lawful?
No.
Nope, other axis.
Yeah. Okay.
Dude, if
Mr. Hey, let's hear the heresy devil out.
how are we supposed to freaking, you know, do all this crap without the Necronomicon? That's my question. It's like if you're gonna go ahead and put me in situations, you know, Shaylin, it's just like,
Oh no, Crumbs doesn't have to do with the Necronomicon. Over the entire course of the adventure, Crumb has done a lot when he could have gone beyond to be good, and he chose not to. He's a decent guy. He's going through life. He's not hurting folks, but he is making some choices that skirt the line, and he's made enough choices that are neutral that he has edged towards neutral. He's not there
I've
yet.
definitely hurt people.
Yeah. I'm just saying the big thing.
They were all bad.
Because you started out, trying to heal everyone. Like, is it a doppelganger? I don't know. I'm going to try and heal it. I'm going to try to be good. I'm going to try to help people. But over the course of the adventure, you've stopped.
You see,
And
I gotta start, you know, being a dick again.
not being a dick. You have to try to be good. And you haven't been trying to be good. You've just been kind of going along.
Everything we've been
You've
fighting
been
has
trying
been
to get
utter
laid.
evil. I mean, seriously.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just because what you're fighting is evil doesn't mean what you're doing is good. You can be chaotic evil and fight evil. Doesn't make you good.
In fact, if you're chaotic,
I think
you
she's
probably
saying
are
that, you know,
fighting.
when your motivation has been more to get laid by things than to actually, you know, like you're trying to spread the legs rather than spread the word,
Same
that
thing.
maybe.
What if legs are the word?
Now we're just splitting hairs.
But yeah, your alignment has not changed. You are still neutral good, but your goddess has given you a nudge, saying, "Hey, maybe you should work on this a little bit."
Yeah, we could all use some work to be better people.
Victor is fine with who he is.
Okay, now do Irvin. Not you, Crumb.
It's like, well,
Well,
we're off.
Erebin reading the Necronomicon, seeking after forbidden knowledge, willfully engaging in acts that are probably not kosher, like, hey, let's sell a grave knight.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is that.
I tried to leave the good people out of that one.
That was a difficult choice to make.
He's got a point. We're not selling them to the good people. We're just selling them
Yeah.
to people.
No, I mean, I left the good people in the party out of that.
It's not like you
I
were
was like,
hawking it in the
"Whoa,
freaking
maybe-
side of the road here.
Maybe me and Sala should go deal with this one. You know, those of us who are now more unscrupulous.
And Sala started out good too, but her alignment tanked quickly.
Yeah, here's the thing. I mean, you could argue that it's not really hurting anyone, and at the end of the day, as long as the person knows what they're getting, all we're doing is providing a service. Where is the moral failings in that? I see none.
Victor's been saying that the entire time. I'm just providing a service.
Yeah, but your definition of service is a little different. Like, hey, one person's service is like, would you like fries with that burger? Yours is like, hey, do you want me to kill that family just because I'm standing here?
It wouldn't be just because he's standing there. It's because there's some financial gain, or, you know, personal reward involved.
Man's got to make the cheddar somehow.
He does
Well,
have a code he follows.
Yeah, that's why I didn't help you fight the hag.
No, that was fine. It was like, that was one of the few times Amos had like a personal belief that something had to die just because.
Amos.
And that's why neither Amos nor Victor have changed along the good law, or not the good, the chaotic lawful axis, because they are still following their chaotic or lawful.
I'm not
mindset.
chaotic, I'm neutral.
Amos.
Well, that's still neutral.
I had a dream, Amos. And I have to sleep
I really
with you
don't
now.
want to hear about me being in your dreams,
And
dude,
I
at all.
I have to sleep with you now.
Yeah, look,
It's
man, my
for
fort
my
save is pretty
religious-
good, but I don't know if it's good enough for you.
It's for my religion, okay?
You want my parafet of health? Makes you immune to disease.
I
You're
I
a
think that
moderately
might be
attractive,
challenged.
short, half orc.
We are in a vast city of culture and commerce. I am sure that you can find somebody to get down on their knees and help you with your religious calling.
No, I'm just gonna go volunteer at the local freaking temple and heal people and feed the people while you go sell the Grave Knight.
I see nothing. I know nothing.
Okay, so while all this is going on, Erevan, did you want to read some more Necronomicon?
Give it at least one more try before we leave Nemazir.
Would you like to know more?
Yes.
Wouldn't you have to be back in the Rizovan because the Necronomicon can't teleport?
That's why I said before we left.
Oh, okay.
So, which sections of the book have you read? I know you've read 1 and 2,
Bring up my notes here.
and I know you've read
6?
Yeah, I think 1 and 2 are the only ones listed in the.
5. I think you've read 5 as well.
Okay. Let's just go in order. Let's try 3.
Sure don't want to read the end?
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, let's skip to the end.
Okay, you flip to the back of the book.
The warnings come after the spells.
Give me a will save. Okay, you take one point of drain to both wisdom and charisma.
Yeah, you can go ahead and pay for that here while you're here.
Thought you were handing out free healing.
Yeah, that's not healing. That costs a lot.
Okay, I think I'm good.
Okay, and that is what you get from the last section of the Necronomicon.
Hey, you get to teleport with it.
Right. Can already teleport anyway.
Yeah, but now, first of all, you don't have to memorize Greater Teleport, and second, you can teleport with the Necronomicon.
Ooh, guess who's taking the Necronomicon with us then?
Yeah,
I
that
guess
was...
Victor can be back in town with you then.
Okay, so I said I bought 10,000 gold, right? Yeah, the rest of our cash. So our cash is all gone. We have no cash.
Well, I mean, we might have some cash. We did go out there with the gear, animals, that kind of stuff, the wagon that we needed to get out there and to get back. And if we can, in theory, teleport the whole thing back, then we can sell back our camels and our wagon and our supplies. Though it's going to be funny since your teleportation area, you've bound to this room in that college. We're gonna pop into existence in a study room with a camel cart and like camels.
It's Kathir.
And what of Kiki? What is the state of Miss Kiki?
I don't know. What did y'all do with Kiki?
Did we bring her with? Or she's
Well,
get her
Kiki's
body?
now the weird flower pot frog.
Didn't we
Odd
make her
thing.
body inhabitable again or some shit?
You have to resurrect it first.
We have to resurrect it, but was there any more of Kiki,
Well, to resurrect the alien body, you have to free her mind from the human body.
We gotta kill
That's
it.
right. And we waited until we had the stuff to resurrect her body before we were going to do that.
Oh yeah, wasn't it like 10,000 gold or some craziness?
Yeah, because apparently we have to use an actual resurrection on her.
You have to use a resurrection on her. Do you want to resurrect the human body?
Yeah, yeah.
No, that would be 2 resurrections.
Okay, let's ask Miss Kiki. This body that you're inhabiting now, this human one. What was its state before you decided to, let's say, lease it? Was it a living person walking around doing living person stuff?
Yes. The mind swap always switches 2 minds.
Huh.
But
So-
Where's her mind?
Their mind was in your old body.
yes.
So she's dead, whoever it was.
The mind, I don't know if her mind was dead, but it was definitely trapped in the body.
And the body's undead.
Yes.
So she's undead.
And has been destroyed.
Yeah, that's cool. We can just stab it.
All
No,
right.
we have to stab her.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but look for it, Victor.
Victor unsheathes his sword or his scimitar.
Can you? I'm gonna be out in the hall for this.
No, we need you here
Oh,
looking at the blood
come
with
on, you know what?
presentation.
Just we'll do it, mercifully. Just have her look at the wall, close her eyes, and I'll break her neck.
Just
Look
look,
at
at
the-
the flowers.
Tell
Look
me,
at the flowers,
flowers.
Kiki.
tell me about the rabbits, Kiki.
I like the flowers. I like the rabbits. They're so soft.
Just have this mental image of Kiki talking about rabbits and Victor just kind of slowly creeping up on her with his bow drawn and just
I
sort
want
of
some ketchup.
pressing it just gently against the back of her head.
All right, Kiki. You want this?
This is gonna hurt.
Victor sneaks up behind, not Victor, sorry, Amos sneaks up behind her and just snaps her neck. And then you can resurrect her body, which does come back, and she's alive, and she is just ecstatic. She's walking around clacking her pinchers and stretching and burbling happy to herself.
Aw, it's good to see you, Kiki.
Can we understand what, like, is she able to speak the commons as this delightful thing?
Or is she telepathic?
Let me see. I'm trying to see if she can speak common, but she is telepathic, so she can talk to y'all telepathically.
If she speaks the language or knows the language.
Well, she's been talking to you. See, she knows the language. But yeah, she can speak. She speaks to you. The words don't come out of her head with the tentacles. They come out of like the horn thing on her back.
She's got
So
some,
she's-
some back, yo.
She's farting at us.
Kinda, yeah.
Kiki's got
So we're having
back.
a conversation with a vuvuzela.
Pretty much, yeah.
I So, God, I'm really happy that you're back in your body and that you're happy with it, but I can't. I got a bit of a feeling like, and I'm trying to make the eye contact with Kiki, but I keep looking down at the dead old lady.
Kiki is kinky.
Oh Jesus!
Well, see, the problem is that her mind didn't die in this body. And I don't think Crumb is at the level where he can do the whole true resurrection thing.
No.
And Kiki says, also, if her mind was trapped in this undead body for so long, I cannot even imagine what condition her mind was in.
She could use some therapy. I mean, we just came out of Thrushmore.
No offense, but there's a lot of elderly people who, even without this whole body swapping thing, aren't necessarily 100%
I think
there.
we just let Pharasma do for what Pharasma does and let her pass.
So,
It seems like this would be the most humane thing to do.
This is all the greater metaphysical conversation, but we do now have the small issue of we got a dead old lady in this room with a couple camels and a wagon.
Well, did you do it in Kathir, or did you do it back in Erusian before you left?
Yeah, we were in Nerusian when we had to
Okay.
res.
Okay.
Stop trying to borrow trouble.
I'm trying to head off trouble. Should we take her back to her family, or
Do we know her family?
Kiki, do you know,
Does her family
like,
exist?
where she was from?
We're trying to save the world. We don't have time for this.
Well, I appreciate it. We don't even know who this person was.
Yeah, Kiki,
And
like,
she mind swapped. She mind swapped how many hundreds of years ago?
Many years
So,
ago.
you know, what family are you going to find that would even have a clue who she was?
I don't know. I just feel really weird about this situation.
Well, use prestidigitation, clean your mind off, and let's go.
Well, take the body out there, give her a little funeral pyre, and head on to, save the world and all that stuff. What
big
can we
heroes.
get for our little caravan?
Let's see. It cost about 250 gold each when you went. You used up a bunch of stuff, so I'm saying you could probably sell it for 500 gold, what you have left.
Okie dokie, so we have 525 gold.
One for us and one for our homie. That's dead.
So, Kiki, do you need a ride back to Kathir?
No, I think I will remain here and try and cleanse what is left of the city. Bury my fallen comrades who fell centuries ago,
It's kind
and
of creepy. You're here alone, Kiki.
well, for now. But people will start returning now that the curse has been broken, that you have killed the husk. Besides,
Well, assuming we don't fail and the whole world ends, wish you good luck.
someone must stay and guard the seals.
With the Navy SEALs?
Good luck, Kiki.
Good
Well,
luck to you as well.
It's good knowing you. Hopefully we see again. And we're not dead or fungus
If you
monsters.
run across that guy that used to be part of Lul's caravan, keep an eye out for him.
I think he got eaten by the fungus stuff.
I'm trying to be an optimist here.
Well, things in this world tend to come back and,
Try and kill us. So
From a practicality standpoint, I don't want to make our own arch nemesis here.
Our arch nemesis is trying to destroy the world. I don't think fungus ban is our problem right now.
And considering the people that we've already really pissed off, jackass who runs away and gets eaten by mushrooms, really not a high up on the priority list.
Got a point there.
I'm not saying he's our only problem. I'm just saying I didn't need to add to the number.
He's a drop in a big ocean.
He's a minion.
Banana.
You know what? Fine. Whatever. We could save an entire fucking city of slaves, but Lord, if I try to be nice. Screw it, let's do this.
All right, Erevan, how do we get to where Lols went?
I assume I need to read more of the Necronomicon to figure that out.
Actually, no. The last section of the Nomicron is what had the ritual you need. So
Great.
Skipping to the end actually, is what you needed to do.
Really should have done that more often.
It is a ritual
Mm-hmm.
called the Path to the Black Stars.
Okay.
It requires you to have 3 attuned star stelae.
We know where there are some.
And you have a primary caster and up to 4 secondary casters.
Oh, damn.
And you need to...
Oh, damn. You have to sacrifice 500 gold pieces per hit die?
Damn.
No, only if you don't cast it with the Necronomicon.
Oh, okay.
Ta-da! Okay, before we do this, could somebody take care of this drain on me?
I already marked off a scroll of restoration.
So I'm good.
I figured that you bought it from the town.
We actually had a scroll of restoration, so fuck it.
Wouldn't that only cure one of her stats?
No, it's got the components already in it, so it was...
Groovy.
I'm just saying that before you use the scroll, once you get through this ritual, getting back might be difficult.
No, we've spent all the money we've got, so
Okay. So to cast this ritual, I'm going to need 1 knowledge arcana check. Sorry, 3 knowledge arcana checks, 2 knowledge dungeoneering checks, and a knowledge nobility check.
Hey, nobility.
Don't I have to make all of them though?
Whoever is the primary caster needs to make all of them.
Assuming that's me.
Shit. You're effed.
But I will say that
buffs.
Other people can do assist. So you're going to need knowledge arcana, knowledge dungeoneering, and knowledge nobility.
What a stupid choice.
Victor will assist with engineering.
So who is going to be the primary caster?
Well, the thing is, if she doesn't have any ranks in that and the target number's high,
No.
it won't matter how many assists we have.
So
Should I do it?
Well, you can, but your scores are nowhere near what hers are in the inner knowledge skills.
No.
Well, I can inspire competence, which is a +5 to that.
Does Erevan have knowledge and ability trained?
And then I can
It does
also
not.
slather you with some heroism, which will make it +2, so it's a +7.
Well, with her intelligence, just her base intelligence, with heroism and competence, she would have plus 15 with no ranks in the skill.
Actually, I have greater heroism now. I can slather you up with that.
Yeah, it's shorter. It's But what is the difference there? It's like, is even the difference, or is it just still 2 on skills?
Sorry, I'm trying to click my thing and it's like unable to read data from server. I think it's plus 4. Sorry, I'm trying to keep and I don't get that it's not reading it. Okay, there we go. There's that.
Okay, it is plus 4. So my point is, how long does the ritual take?
60 minutes.
60?
Mhm.
You would need to cast Greater Heroism 4 times.
Well, I can do normal, and still, that is quite the bonuses.
Yeah.
Okay, Arcana, Nobility, and what else?
Dungeoneering.
Nobility. Seriously? What a stupid fucking...
Yeah, I pick it up and I can't never use it.
That is the ultimate example of, we're going to make you have to have this one skill that no one takes.
No, it has to do with where you're going.
King in yellow, etc., I imagine.
Oh, poop. I'm talking about the guy who wrote the book.
He's not a real king, though.
So, give me a Knowledge Arcana check.
Don't forget to add plus 7 to it.
Don't know how to add 7 with the macros.
We'll just
Without-
add 7.
Okay,
Just add
so
7 to the result.
how many do you need?
Just give me 1.
34?
Okay, is anybody assisting?
I guess so. I mean, do we have to have the skill
Yeah.
to assist? Because
Just try and assist.
I don't have Arcana, so...
Just a knowledge, or is it just an intelligence, or what is it?
Knowledge Arcana. Who has Knowledge Arcana? Trained. Sala.
That's it, yeah.
I believe Sala does.
Sala, you're talking in the wrong thing.
She's been having connection problems lately. She might be lagging out.
So what's that, 34?
And also, characters with a caster level gain a +1 bonus on skill checks to cast a ritual, which increases by 1 for every 5 caster levels they possess.
Okay, so that would be plus 3, so that would be 37.
7.
Does the person assisting get that too, or just the primary?
Just a primary.
Okay, so it's a 37. What do we need, a 40?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Sala can't get less than a 40. Or no, all she could get is a plus 2, so we can't hit a 40. So
Yeah, but with the secondary casters helping, you
That
get a
would bring
plus. That would bring it to a 40.
Okay, so
Right.
so then if he gets it on a 1, we don't need to roll any more Knowledge Arcanas.
Okay, so you get the 3 Knowledge Arcanas.
Yay.
Knowledge Dungeoneering.
Engineering. God damn.
Okay. Give me Knowledge Dungeoneering.
Plus 7, plus 3, so 42 again, before any assists.
Okay. Now give me a Knowledge Nobility.
This isn't going to be fun. So,
Ooh, I can assist.
You do.
hang on, add 10 to that, so that's 32.
2.
If we have to hit a 40, it's just not going to happen.
No, but you do have to make half of the checks, or more than half of the checks, which you did.
Hey. Good thing we dumped a bunch of points into dungeoneering last night.
I told you had get that one free set of skills from your headband. May as well put it in something you're going to use.
Okay, as you cast the ritual, a magical backlash comes as the air in front of you rips open.
How much damage we take?
None. However, you do take a -2 penalty on will saves.
Who does?
Until the next time you fail a will save.
What if we weren't actually helping with the ritual because we didn't have any of the skills?
If you were helping with the ritual, just helping casting it without the skills, you were still helping.
You were
Minus
holding hands.
-2, you say?
Yes, it's just a -2 penalty until you fail a will save.
It's just a -2 penalty until you get dominated, Amos.
Daddy's going to kill us all.
The caster draw and stand within a ritual circle, tracing eldritch symbols within the air to attune their current location to Carcosa's cosmic coordinates. Upon this ritual's creation, the card runes on each of the focus stelae glow with eldritch power and shine beams of energy towards the primary casters. These beams cast a circle of sickly light in a 100-foot radius around the caster, and as the air rips open and a portal to Carcosa appears, all the targets teleport to a destination on the distant world that holds Carcosa.
We're off on the road to Carcosa.
So how are we gonna sell stuff
We
now?
certainly do get around. We don't. And everyone check your health bar numbers and everything to make sure they didn't go back to a previous number.
My health bar is good, but I have everything is kind of dim around my character.
I did that on purpose just to make it thematic. You can still see.
Okay, gotcha. I'm just making sure it was not an accident.
Want to make everything spooky.
The dark stone structures of Neruzavan press in tightly, looming overhead as an oppressive reflection of the alien city. It seems as if the city were shrunken and pressed together to form claustrophobic streets among the buildings. The ground is rough, but scoured flat, and a cold, dry wind whistles through the grooves and haphazard openings in the rock. The walls ahead of this artificial canyon wind away to the southeast. High above, a moon shines with a pale, sickly light through a break in the clouds, and ethereal towers rise behind it. Simply to glimpse this sight is to know, beyond all reason, but with utmost certainty, that one is in Carcosa.
Well, I'm not inside out. I guess it worked.
I don't think we're in Golaron anymore.
Are there any dangers in the vicinity?
Yes.
Define said danger.
Sorry, the thing I'm trying to open is not opening because it's a pain in my ass.
Pain in the tuchus.
Yeah. The adventurers arrive at night under a bright full moon and a cloudy sky. The moon provides dim light, but can be blocked by clouds on occasion that reduce the lighting to darkness. At the moment that you all arrive, 2 flying polyps are drawn into the backwash of magical energy and investigate the disturbance. The monster's roars sound like shrieks mixed with the scouring wind as they rush to attack.
Which direction they coming from?
Yes.
Oh, up there.
Can we diplomatize them?
They're trying to destroy
Hang
the
on,
world.
give Saul a sec to restart before we get into a fight.
I will take the moment to take a quick AFK.
Actually, if Sol is restarting, this would be a good time for everyone. Take a quick break.
It's true.
Grievous.
All right, be right back.
BRB.
Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh god, thank god.
We were getting ready to kill stuff, and we took a break because you were not here.
I am super sorry. This new internet, it sucks.
Oh, I know. Well, I don't know if he's back yet. I see one polyp. Didn't you say two?
There's one to the north and one to the
Oh,
south.
there's one, yeah, half blocked in the stone here. Well, all right.
I'm back.
Michael back?
Uh-huh.
You hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Everybody roll that beautiful bean footage. Amos, you get to go first.
I do. Well, I guess I will. No. Is this thing working? Okay.
Yep.
My button is not wanting to depress fully. I will delay until after Sala goes.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Knew something was off. They were the wrong size. Erevan.
Let's see here. I am going to move to. I'm going to delay as well
Until when?
until after Amos goes.
Sala.
I am going to 5-foot stab back here to, in theory, put more bodies between me and the big things, and then I begin to dance. And I cast haste.
Amos.
Amos will now charge.
It is up in the air.
I can fly.
Okay, just want to make sure.
There's no sonic damage. Well, if I recall, they're immune to sonic anyway, so.
They are.
Quick question. My bow increases my crit chance against these things, correct?
No.
No, it doesn't.
They're not aberrations?
They are, but they are not followers of Zamindor.
God, do they all look the same to you? That's racist.
Oh, wait, actually, I just forgot too. These are aberrations, so I have an additional 2d6.
I mean, they do kind of look all the same.
Okay, so my bow is just a normal bow then.
No, they're aberrations, and you still get the Bane effect. It's just the crit range doesn't increase.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't get the intelligent sword special bonuses. You just get the regular +2 bane.
Gotcha.
So
And the plus 2d6 to damage.
Your bane.
So actually, that would be 11 more points of damage. So
All
it
right.
would be 46.
Erevan.
Okay, I am going to move down here. Actually, scratch that. I'm going to move down. Hold on. I'm going to move there. And
You were within 30 feet where you were before.
said 35.
You
Where
target
is
the nearest square.
Guess original then. And I believe these things are susceptible to mind-altering effects.
You can roll Dungeoneering to find out.
That's right. You've got it now.
It is Dungeoneering, correct?
Yes, it is.
Blood out.
They are not immune to mind affecting.
And then I guess I'm going to hit the fucker with Evil Eye.
He fails.
Ha ha. That's my turn.
All right. Well, the one here is going to attack Amos.
Oh, -4 to
Saving
saves
throws.
on the dude.
Well, I must go ahead and take a minute because my wife just now gave me something to do. So I will be right back.
Got that Wi-Fi girl.
The -4 is not calculated in that, so it's 36, 36.
Well, he did saving throws, not hit.
Yeah, saves.
Oh, well, yeah, then those are all 40s then.
Okay, the first 2 hit, but his tentacles just slide right off me with no chance of grappling.
You and your stupid ring.
Damn straight. Oh wait, no, I take it back. They miss anyway because she has haste up, so it's a 41 AC. My bad.
All
I
right.
think I'm next.
Crumb is next.
No,
Wait,
I'm next.
Why is that all messed up?
Because I got back after combat started.
Oh, okay. I thought you were back. Okay, Victor.
Okay. Victor will study the northeastern one with his swift action. And then he will begin to shoot it. So we're hasted and she's dancing. So are they immune to sneak attacks?
No. They do, however, they do have a 20% mischance, but that doesn't affect you. And let me see. Oh wait, no, they are immune to precision damage. They're amorphous. So yeah, he's immune to sneak attacks.
And they're immune to crits then too, right?
Yes.
All right, I'm back until she tells me to do something else.
Welcome back. Oh, by the way, one of the things I bought when we were in the city was a little bit of something to put on my armor. So just knowing that I'm here and seeing how awesome I am, y'all get a +4 against fear effects.
Oh.
And if I'm doing something that would normally boost your morale, it's a +6.
So obviously my haste attack doesn't crit. Does a 30 hit?
Yes.
And it's 2d6 per hit, correct? For the abomination damage?
Yes.
So that's going to be 8d6.
So it should be, what, 131?
Yep. Crumb, it is your turn.
I am going to go ahead and take a 10. I'm just going to move here. And right here. And I'm going to cast Bless. And then I'm going to go do something for my wife again.
All right, the one in the northeast corner kind of swells and up a little bit, like it's taking a deep breath. And then it deflates as a blast of wind causes a sudden explosion of scouring wind and air around you all. All of you take damage from the scouring wind.
Where's it hit? Oh yeah, if it hits in the middle, it's going to hit all of us.
Is there a reflex save?
There is a reflex save. Everyone give me a reflex save.
Of course there is, Ninja Bill. That's a 23 on mine because of haste.
Victor saves. Indra saves. Ervin and Amos do not. So Indra takes half damage.
That would be 24. Look at that. Last time we fought these things, 24 points was eating up half your health. Now it's like a scratch. I mean, hell, Aravan just took a 49-point shot to the face. Ain't even at half health.
Yep, yep.
She looks like she's kind of at half health. I think her
She's
hair.
about, yeah.
Her hair gives her the illusion of more health.
Still over half. I mean, still be in the 70s.
Well, when Michael gets back, he can do his save. Indra, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Good Hope on everyone. Let's get some big numbers out there, folks. And I'm going to move to here.
Amos.
Amos is going to cast Sword repeatedly, directly to the forehead. Okay, no crit. So 50 points, 43 plus the 7 versus aberrations.
Kill, Amos.
Michael, I need you to give me a reflex save.
Yes, ma'am.
45.
You take 49 damage, Michael.
Jesus, from what?
From his wind blast.
Okay.
55. And 50 if a 34 hits.
The last shot takes him down. Aravan.
Okay. Okay. I am going to... I'm going to accidentally close my character sheet, apparently. Okay, I am going to cast a Fortune Hex on Amos.
I didn't even know you had Fortune.
Yep, I've used it a couple times on you, actually. I think.
Okay, but I just killed the thing that's in front of me.
I was operating under the assumption you were going to try and get up in the other dude's face.
All right, Victor, it is your turn.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't assuming I was going to have to deal with the other one.
Well, you got it in case you need it.
If you were closer, I would fastball special you.
Actually, the 32 puts it down. You put another arrow in it just for good measure.
I am really not fond of their little exhalations.
Little welcome parties.
I could seriously, go a long time without waiting for them to exhale.
What do those feel like, by the way?
Burning.
Come here. I'll show you.
Hey, it's my one good save.
All right, take that. 28, everybody.
I'm just impressed that Indra and Aravan, who were getting torn up just the last time we fought, had that much of a change.
They're
reason
juicing.
We're totally juicing. I'm on that witch meth.
I know you're totally on the, using the witch hazel in between sessions,
Just doing fucking rails of it. Just
It's blood magic. Your blood doping.
Was there anything around to acquire from these little sluggy things?
Nope.
All right. So shall we commence our journey? Do we even know what we're looking for? Or are we just winging it again?
The Yellow King.
presumably we're heading towards Carcosa.
I think we're in Carcosa.
I thought Carcosa was the city, and we weren't quite there.
Okay, as Amos rounds the corner, you hear to the south, ahem.
Hey, lady.
Hey, lady. I got this one, Amos. How you doing?
See, I'm so glad that Amos has this like weird fishman mask now, so that you can't see his eyes roll.
Is a fishman mask? Or
Yes,
that?
I have a gauze mask.
And this is what she looks like.
Hello. My name is Crumb. I'm a cleric of Shaylin. How can I help you?
I have been waiting for you.
I have been waiting for you.
The description. The artificial canyon walls narrow to the north of this clearing, and numerous crevices lead away in other directions. Drifts of sand accumulate along the passages. The wind moans as it reverberates along the rock wall. A trumpeting cacophony occasionally blasts from the fluted towers high above, trailing off into silence a few moments later. And waiting here is a woman who appears to be made out of porcelain.
My
Don't cut
little
yourself,
China
Crumb.
girl.
What kind of knowledge check do we need to be able to identify this?
It's not going to help you.
Okay. Never mind.
Her stat block says unique.
Righto.
Victor is still going to study her.
Is she floating?
A little bit, yeah.
You've been waiting for us. How did you know we were coming?
I did not know who was coming, but I sensed your arrival and traveled here by magic to meet you as quickly as I could.
Why?
I have my reasons, though first I must ask, what are your allegiances? Have you sworn fealty to the King in Yellow, or do you stand apart?
Uh,
Can we do like a sense motive or something on her?
Sure.
Amos is just going to stand there and let the talky person talk. Hopefully.
Okay, what are you trying to sense about her motive?
I'm trying to sense whether or not one of those two options that she gave us
Damn,
is the
Saul.
quote unquote right one.
From the have you sworn fealty to the King in Yellow or do you stand apart? From her inflection, you can tell that stand apart is probably what she's hoping for.
We stand apart.
Her head cocks slightly to the side. In that case, if you are willing to listen, I will offer my aid to Haster's enemies and victims alike.
Yeah, fuck that Haster guy.
Yes, Haster is no friend of ours, nor are those that follow him.
Tell me, why have you come?
I've come from you, and to save the world.
Really, the rest of us are here. We seek a man who came to this place to unleash God. The gods only know what horrors, and we're here to stop him and to ensure he can never do anything like this again.
Anything.
Though he might not be a man anymore.
He might be some kind of like demon thing that has fungus on it.
I don't think the lady made out of porcelain is really going to quibble about like composition.
Hey, she's sleek, okay? Leave her alone.
The woman looks at Sala. On the contrary, I am familiar with the fungus. It was birthed here in this city.
Yeah, great.
So, it's among us?
It is one of the ways on which Carcosa feeds. Not as effective as its normal methods, but enough at times to increase its power.
Amos holds up his finger. Wait, it feeds. What's its normal method?
It consumes worlds.
Carcosa is a vampire of a sorts that feeds on civilization itself, and the stelae are one of its fangs. They transmit psychic energy through even the distant void of space. As Carcosa is fed, so in turn is the King in Yellow, though I fear that he will soon no longer be fettered here.
Yeah, I don't like that King in Yellow guy. He's kind of giving us the shaft end.
Remind me if we make it back to get a big freaking hammer and go around the world breaking down all those stelae.
There are stelae in your world?
Yep.
Yes,
how we got
At
here.
least 6 that we know of.
6. They are normally in groups of 3.
Yeah, 2 sets of 3.
Uno, dos, tres.
3 in one town, 3 in another.
Is one of the towns like this? And she gestures around her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi,
Crazy,
yes.
twisted, fallen down rock place.
If those stelae are anchored here, then the others must be the new nexus that is forming. If the nexuses are charged fully and form, if the stelae make the connection from your world, the other city will be devoured, as this one was.
Okay.
No, that's not good. There's some nice normal folks there.
Yeah, like Indra's boyfriend.
I didn't know she let herself be on one.
At least he said boyfriend. It's an improvement. Give him credit. Baby steps.
Thank you.
Well, you're always reminding us that he was the last one you were with, so I figure maybe
If
he's
you-
special.
If you wish to save your city, you must break the connections, and perhaps save us all.
That sounds easy enough.
You said you could offer help.
Yes, I have some limited power here. I can offer what assistance I may through history or knowledge, or helping you find how to disconnect the new nexus.
Suppose that's something. Considering that we don't know how to do that exactly.
Yeah, that would probably be a thing.
While my abilities and knowledges are great here in the city, I myself am not connected to the power. I am opposed to it. But if I were in close proximity to a being or a place of special significance to Carcosa, it would ensure the accuracy of my divinations.
See, now this is where it's like, oh, if only somebody would do this thing that seems totally benign, I could be all the more better. And then this is when it all goes horribly wrong. I'm gonna sense motive again to see whether or not she's been telling us the truth, or at least it feels like she is.
Well, it could also be, remember, if she's holding back, that would be sense motive as well. If there's little things she's not saying.
No, she is actually being quite honest and as forthcoming as possible.
She's too honest. I don't trust her.
Okay, she looks as honest and forthcoming as someone made out of completely immobile porcelain can be.
Porcelain is not known for its emotive qualities.
Though you do see that the porcelain is cracked in many places. So it
So what do you mean?
It does allow for some emoting.
So what do you mean you need someone who's connected?
I am sure that soon enough others will come to greet you. I will accompany you until such a thing occurs. And then... Yes?
I was going to say, she wants us to kick the crap out of one of Lowell's or whoever's people, and then she'll do her whammy on them.
That's not necessarily entirely what I need. I simply need to be in proximity to them, and I will be able to leech the power from their presence. Though if you could distract them while I do so, it would help.
We're rather good at distraction.
Yeah,
Do they need to be alive?
As long as they do not interrupt as I am tapping into the power, you will find that those here are not innocent.
Okay. So you want us to tap into
Yeah,
the
most
power.
people we run into ain't innocent.
Though I must warn you, in some of the other nexuses, the other devoured cities, you may find many who are innocent of the fate that has befallen them.
Well, as long as they don't cross us.
Yeah.
Or get too close if, Aravan blows up a block or something.
Okay, yeah.
How dare... Okay, yeah, you're right.
I am deep. No, you're right.
She also bows her head a little bit. I am Casilda.
I am Crumb.
Why
It's
does that
nice to
name
meet
sound...
you.
Okay, is it just me or does that name sound kind of familiar to anyone?
I think you might be thinking of Callistra, who is my goddess.
It sounds kind of like Kiki's name, her real name, but
Oh, Kiki's name was all like Kika.
For Anno, if you have read Lovecraft, the name comes up.
That's probably where it is. So
Not Lovecraft. It's from The King in Yellow.
I know I've read The King in Yellow. That's probably where it came up then.
What does she do in that?
The King in Yellow.
It's been 20 years since I read it, dude. I don't remember.
Yeah.
She doesn't do anything in it. She's just mentioned. If you are familiar with The King in Yellow, it's supposed to be a play that does horrible, horrible things.
Yes.
It's a play about this mythical city, and one of the main characters is Queen Casilda.
Yes. She rests in Grim Carcosa.
And the story doesn't end.
I'm going to be very disappointed, though, if we don't run into some dude with fucking a leather and piercing fetish and a bunch of pins in his face that says, I have such wonderful things to show you.
Is this like the
You
one
open
that
the box,
says that you... Is
we
this,
came.
yeah, is this the one that says that he has no mask? You have no mask.
That is from the play The King in Yellow. He has no mask.
Is that the
he
queen?
Is talking.
Is that the queen person?
Yes, he is talking to Casilda when he says that.
She's kind of hot. She's single?
She looks at you and
You know, at least for the one time, yes, I have to, at least this one's attractive.
And not necessarily evil.
Do you actually ask her, are you single?
Yeah. Is there a Mr. Silly?
Casilda.
Is there a
Off
Mr.
to a good
Casilda?
start there, buddy. I don't think y'all have the same reproductive parts.
I don't even know.
No, let
never
him
mind.
have sex with the teacup.
She looks at you and says, as my city was destroyed and devoured, I opened my mind to the tortured souls of all around me and absorbed them into myself, preserving their essence so that my ancient, beautiful city and its people might one day be restored. They reside within me still. So, no, I am not single.
Relationship
Shut
status
down!
complicated.
Damn. That's interesting. You can cry on my shoulder.
So, do we want to go find some people to...
Or find what passes for people here.
Yes, I will accompany.
Any idea where we can find some of these servants of Hester?
I felt your arrival here. I am sure they have as well.
Well, finding a, better place to fight would be ideal. Instead
Does
of
that room down there have any entrances into it?
No, that's just the one entrance.
All right, so I guess north it is.
All right. Oh, hello, yellow-robed individual.
The oppressive basalt walls wind through the Neruvian nexus. The rock walls are rough and uneven and riddled with peculiar protrusions and shapes. As you come within sight of this area, you observe a solitary figure who stands in the moonlight as if waiting for you. This humanoid creature appears to wear a white mask and is dressed in what might be pale yellow priestly robes. And as you turn the corner, it holds up a hand and beckons you to come closer. Before you do, Casilda whispers, "It is the Pallid Mask, the king's emissary. It is he who brought damnation down upon all of my people, including my daughter. There are unwritten rules that govern us both, and I dare not oppose him directly, for the king will punish that affront. Yet the stranger has learned his horde master does nothing when I defend only myself, so we are at a stalemate. However, I may discover something of the stele you seek, though, while he is distracted with you. So play his game. Just be wary."
She is hot.
And she steps back a little bit around the corner so he can't see her.
Yeah, I kind of glance over my shoulder. All right, you want to do the talking at it with words, Indra?
Sure.
Like, get up behind me.
There. I'm going to be, like, really projecting confidence, like, and I know what I'm doing as I peek over your shoulder.
You were
We're here?
Yep.
I'm like, so you are an emissary for the King in Yellow.
I am. I would parlay. The king in Carcosa knows you travelers, and thus so do I. You are delivered into the hands of the unspeakable one, but you already belong to him. Carcosa is his child, and he is Carcosa. Carcosa birthed Zamindor, who is now one with a certain Count Hasterton Lolls, with whom you are well acquainted. You were marked long ago.
That we were. But we may be marked, but we're, our will is our own, and we come here, seeking, not only lulls, but perhaps an end to the unspeakableness your master chooses, or it wants to unleash upon shit stuff.
eloquent.
Every one of them can't be 100.
Why?
Every one of them can't even be 60, okay?
Why do you oppose the King in Yellow? He will grant you crowns of gold and make you lords of the new reality that waits.
Because we must.
Because he's tried to kill us at every turn.
And then there's
If the whole boon thing was coming, he should have started with that.
Because he's trying to destroy our world, and that's where I keep my stuff.
Yeah, I kind of like
Do
home.
you?
Yes, I like home.
It seems...
What good is there to be to have crowns and be lords and ladies over fields of ashes and bones and tears and starving dogs?
What makes you think it will be bones? Hastur is generous, luxurious, decadent.
Again, he started with the whole kill us thing. So
No, you started with the whole killing of his servants.
No.
they definitely attacked us first.
They definitely attacked us first.
Besides, no matter what you do, you are already damned. Why not give in and reap rewards?
Look, I did not make a deal with that devil, despite what these people are saying.
The actions you took in service to the Count, and the sacrifices of your memories in the Dreamlands, make you already servants and supplicants of the King.
No, sorry, Gus. They weren't done by choice.
And I don't remember
He
that
screwed us
stuff,
over
really.
and took away our memories.
By choice. You took his coin, supped at his table, drank from his cup. The service you gave Lulls was in service to the king, to Carcosa. Accept your fate because you will not avoid it in death. You always had a choice. You simply didn't like the choice you had. Saints and martyrs know better.
Yep.
I'm no saint, but You're a dirtbag, and I'm not going to follow you.
We always got a choice.
I choose.
Which
That's
But
just
you
about
just
choice.
said you
Can
didn't.
change.
Which square is he actually in?
He is in.
Get him.
Because that would have actually made a difference as to where I stopped. Then it would have been there, because what he did wave us forward.
Yeah, you get him.
Yeah,
Amos.
it's just he was larger so that he wouldn't be squished as a token.
The thing about choice is that it can change, and whatever we may have agreed to at different points, now we're changing, and this isn't what we want anymore, and this is no longer are we, serving lulls, and no longer do we serve your king.
Yeah, even Indra knows better
Well.
now.
Shut up.
He shakes his head and says something you don't quite catch, and then he says, "I do not know how you are here alive,
Can I catch
but
it?
this is where your quest ends. I will see to it myself."
That's what she said.
Yeah, I see guys say that a lot, and then Victor shows up and fucking perforates them.
Yeah, and Amos smashes them with Red Destiny. And cuts their heads off.
No, I didn't make it Vorpal. Couldn't afford it. So what else jumps out of the woodwork?
I'm gonna stick Amos on him.
Nothing, that's it.
So, what knowledge check does it take to identify what this guy is?
He is unique, but he is also an aberration, so dungeoneering.
Sweet. 29.
Okay, yeah, he is an aberration.
Is he one of the direct followers of who's What's-Its?
Haster?
No, the one that his bow does.
No, he is Haster, not
Raymond
Demandor.
or Door.
Yes, Gryffindor.
All right, so Victor will study him and then try to shoot him. Is he immune to precision damage?
He's flat-footed.
Immune to critical hits. Doesn't say precision though.
If you're immune to critical hits, you're immune to precision,
He's immune to critical hits.
which sucks balls.
Wait, is that true? I thought they were two different things.
No, generally, if you're immune to critical damage, you're immune to precision damage. It should be listed as the type of thing he is, because
No.
everything that stops critical also stops precision.
No, it says immune critical hits.
Ah.
It's not a special subtype or anything. It's just he's immune to critical hits.
Oh, okay. Does he have like fortification or something?
No,
like
he's
a
just
unique thing
immune
to
to
have.
critical hits.
So I'm going to take that as I can sneak attack him.
Let's just kill them all.
There's a 30 hit. He's flat-footed.
Yes. Well, Yeah, Amos is telling me that he's probably not flat-footed. But
So you want me to roll again?
no, your arrows definitely hit him. Give me a will save.
Oh, sure. That's a 14.
Okay. It looks like all your arrows hit him.
Son of a
looks.
whore.
Amos.
Also 5-foot step up, leave a clear line for people, and start with the casting of the sword and such. The rending of the clothes and the gnashing of the teeth. As soon as I knock stuff back to 0. Woo! It's a lot of ones. It does a 30 hit.
Yep.
Do I need a will save?
Yes, you do.
27.
Believe Fortune is still on you?
I think
just in case you need it.
I think that only lasts for like a couple rounds, right?
You know what? Let me double check. I think.
Like kind of like misfortune, but
You make your will save.
okay.
That's an illusion.
So is he not really there?
There is an illusion there. He is not there.
I will inform everyone that this is not the real whatever it seems to be. And I will swing again to try and prove my point so that people behind me can see and get a bonus on their save.
Okay.
As my sword should have passed through that time since I knew it was an illusion. It would
Yes,
basically just mean that everyone gets a +4 on their save.
So yes, everyone does get a +4 on their save.
But if he isn't really there, are we fighting anything?
Indra.
Is this really a fight?
Maybe he's invisible.
Nope. If he is, he's not in this hallway.
I guess I can start to dance and cast haste, but if this isn't going to be a fight, why bother?
Yeah, I'd say save your spell.
Let's begin to dance, but also let's just throw down some disheartening display, because if he's here and invisible, maybe he will see me and be super scared by how awesome I look. But I'm super confused. Because, like, the music tells me there's something here. But
Well, he's
logic tells me
definitely
it's
not in this hallway.
He's not invisible.
Because, Victor would be able to see him.
So in other words, everyone's on guard, and then I'm just sitting here going, like, I'm flamenco dancing in the hallway. Cool.
Cha-cha-cha. 3. Cha cha cha.
Crumb.
Okay, I am going to attack this dude. But do I get a will save?
Yeah, you can make a will save. Yeah, you're pretty sure that's an illusion.
Yep, I'm just gonna go ahead and go here and give Indra guidance.
Are you trying to help me figure out what college I'm supposed to go to after this? Because at this point, I don't know what I'm supposed to be thinking about.
Yep. Life sucks. We'll move on.
All right, the illusion is moving like it's casting a spell.
Spellcraft.
Also spellcraft.
I don't know shit.
Erevan, it appears to be casting displacement.
Hmm. Relay that information to the group. But I know roughly what that means.
Displacement basically makes your image appear a few feet away from where you actually are. About 2 feet away, so they have a 50% mischance as if they had total concealment.
I will relay that information as well.
However, the illusion doesn't appear to displace at all.
Since I know it's an illusion and doing some spell casting, can I make a perception check to see if I hear where it's actually coming from?
Sure.
Wow.
No. It's not coming from the illusion.
I'm not that much better either. I sneeze and it's like I reset my brain.
Erevan.
Okay. Is this a type of thing that like dispel magic would get rid of?
If you want to get rid of the illusion, yeah, super easy.
Okay, but no one like. Okay. In that case, I'm just gonna. Shit.
I don't think it's time for that.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna hold till something shows up, I guess.
Okay, then Victor.
As far as you're concerned, or you get another save against whether or not, it's a...
Victor will move to there. And he will take Amos's word for it that this thing is an illusion. Considering
We're very trusting. Like, almost could have been, like, mind whammied and he just telling us this shenanigans.
True, he could have, but he didn't.
And then he'll move to there.
Because I'll let you know that it is indeed, not true.
Where did Victor go?
Right there.
South.
Oh, before you get to where right there, since you have seen visibility, step back a little bit. Basically, right when you get next to Amos, you can see there's an invisible guy.
Well, I moved to there first.
Yeah, I was looking up another spell. You can see an invisible guy right there.
Okay, so I can see an invisible guy right there. In that case, I will use a swift action to study him, and then shoot an arrow at him.
First, go ahead and do the 50%. If it's higher than 50, you hit. If it's under 50, you miss.
He has total concealment.
Mm-hmm. That was the displacement spell he was casting. Okay, you shoot an arrow.
BRB, pizza's here.
Does a 51 hit?
That hits.
Yeah. Loving these ones.
Amos?
So there's now an arrow sticking out of the midair.
Okay. Well. Amos will activate his eye patch to see invisibility. And then move towards the now visible person.
All right, Indra.
Okay. So I can't see the invisible person because I don't have invisibility. Has anybody made any sort of thing to tell the rest of us who can't see invisible things that there really is a dude hiding somewhere?
You just saw Victor shoot at that direction, and there's now an arrow floating in midair.
Okay. So now I know it's Siri's face. I cast haste.
Crumb.
Is he not back yet?
Guess he's not back yet.
Since I held until I could see something, would that be triggered by Victor's arrow floating in the air?
No, you don't see him.
Because you're back there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, even if you can't even see the arrow floating because there's a wall between you.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, we will come back to Crumb if he returns. Amos. The creature you see reveals a horrific truth to you in a hurried whisper. I don't know what it is because it doesn't say, but it's so horrific that you need to give me a will save.
All right.
Welcome back.
Okay, Amos, you become confused and babble incoherently for 1 round as your mind reels from this terrible revelation. Afterwards, your mind immediately forgets it to save yourself from going insane.
Is that also taking into effect the +6 to fear? Or against fear?
It is not a fear.
Okay.
It's not like fear. It's like he described what Crumb looks like having sex, and Amos is like, "Oh, there's not enough bleach in my brain."
He like very graphically described the Crumb, Hag, Kiki 3-way.
That's messed up, man.
There's tentacles and
Okay,
wrinkles.
Crumb, it is your turn. As the horrific truth shakes Amos. He'll finish the rest of his turn after Crumb, because Crumb's back. It's his turn.
Okay.
The guy
He's
in
not
front
visible
of Amos is invisible.
Oh shit. Okay.
But there's an arrow sticking out of him.
Oh, actually, that's not how it works.
But you did see Victor shoot at that.
Direction.
It doesn't matter. I missed.
Okay, now this thing will reach its hand out to touch Amos.
Does that provoke?
Does a 36 touch hit?
Yep.
Sorry, a 34 touch.
What's the save?
A will save. Okay, you do not take the charisma drain, and it reduces the duration of the half realness to 1 round. And then he will step back. Erevan.
Okay. I am going to move up. I can double move, correct? Up to a double move.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's better. And double move is my turn, right?
Pretty much.
Yep.
At least now I can see him. Well, roughly.
Victor.
Victor will shoot him.
Yeah, did he become visible when he attacked me?
Yes, he is visible, not everybody.
Hooray.
He's still displaced, though.
Right.
So do I need to roll 50% chance for each arrow, or?
Yep.
Every time,
Okay.
well, every arrow that might hit has a 50% chance to miss.
And then one more.
I don't think we're hasted.
Thought
We're
intercast haste.
hasted.
You did
Yes, we
cast the
did.
haste?
First time I was like, huh? Second turn I was like, alright, let's do this.
Okay, so how many rolls do I need to do?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the third one does not hit.
And there's the aberration damage.
Amos is confused and babbling horribly as the horrific revelation bores into his brain.
Again?
No, this is the first time. You're stunned for 1 round.
That it ate my round. I missed my last round.
You cut his round in half to take care of Crumb, and then you're like, the rest of the turn after, and then,
Yeah, it's.
You moved up, you didn't attack.
He went after Crumb. Hang on, I deleted the wrong thing.
All right, whatever.
Yeah. His turn is after Crumb, so it hasn't gone 1 round yet. This is the turn he's eating. So it's Indra's turn.
I am going to cast Hold Monster on him.
Okay. He is immune to mind-affecting effects.
Oh, son of a bitch.
It's good to know.
Crumb.
Can I do something to save?
I should have inferred that because he wasn't bothered by the dazzling display.
Can I do something to save Amos?
It's 1 round.
Okay. I'm going to take a 5-foot step and give Amos a bull strength. And that's the image of me in a bull.
Okay. Victor?
Yeah.
Give me a will save. The most fearsome creature that Victor can imagine appears before you.
An amphibian.
Only you can see it, and
It's a froghemoth.
you only see a vague shape, but it attacks you. Give me a fortitude save.
Don't fail this one or you're dead.
Okay, you save.
At least his fort save was better than the will save he needed for the other thing.
You take 6 damage as you strain your back, recoiling in horror from the most horrifying thing that Victor can imagine.
Okay.
and to Crumb, give me a will save.
Yawn.
Okay. What the horrific thing he reveals to you, you apparently aren't bothered by.
Nope. It involves
It's like
intern.
there's a cure for explosive warts.
So,
It's
Aravan.
called resurrection.
Ribbed for her pleasure.
I'm going to 5-foot step up. And I'm going to hit him with the old misfortune. And that's got the bonus for the corset.
Should be a 26 then.
He saves. Victor.
Victor's gonna shoot. How many hit? Or could hit?
All of them could hit, so give me the 50% roll. That's total hacks.
And 21 points of aberration damage.
Amos.
Well, 5-foot step up and start swinging. My halfiness should be gone because if it was 3 halved, would only be 1, and that was the same round I lost to being confused.
Yeah. And he goes down.
No, I have to roll 50% chances, by the way.
Okay.
So
Go ahead and roll your 50% on all of them. I'm pretty sure at least one's going to get through.
yeah, the last 2.
Yeah, he goes down. His body, he collapses almost like in an Obi-Wan-esque fashion.
Step on him.
And after he falls with a screech, Casilda comes around the corner.
Was he all in like bandages too, like all these other guys we keep running into?
No, he was actually wearing very nice yellow robes and a nice white mask.
Huh. Wonder if they were from Texas.
As Casilda rounds the corner, she says that the recent proximity to the pallid mask has allowed me to make use of my abilities. I am able to tell you the locations of the 3-star stelae that you seek. Though we should move away. It will be a few days, but he will come back.
How do we stop him from doing
Well,
I do not know.
why don't we destroy his mask?
that? Yeah, stupid mask.
It has been tried. He is a part of Carcosa,
Guess
and
we gotta-
Carcosa is a part of him.
Guess we gotta
No.
destroy Carcosa then.
No, first let's loot the body.
Oh yeah, Amos.
Jesus,
don't get
man,
me
forgetting
wrong.
that
Man. Jeez.
Well, if you loot the body, he is carrying a quarterstaff that is a +3 quarterstaff.
I know it's used for kindling.
Are there any traps within sight or anything I can hear?
Nothing you can hear.
So neither his robe, belts, or masks or anything was.
Detect magic on him.
They're not magical. It's weird though. His mask, he's not wearing a mask. That's his face.
He has no
Okay,
mask. He has no mask.
He has no mask.
I know she said it's been tried, but still, I'm gonna, smash his face.
You smash his face.
I will cut his mask into quarters. Actually, into fifths. Here, everyone take a piece.
The chunky, dripping bits of mask, it's not blood. It's some sort of, not exactly black, but dark-colored, viscous ichor.
Like the blood of Orv.
It's not black. It's dark, viscous ichor.
I'll slice off bits of his robe and wrap the pieces in so they don't make messes. I'm considerate.
Literally make the face.
So, how far are the stela?
They are diversely separated. They're in different nexuses, different pieces of the city.
Well, which is the closest?
The closest is the nexus of Avenvor. After that, the nexus of Bolvari. And finally, the nexus of Paris.
Well, I guess we should get moving before something else decides to show up and have a conversation.
Also, in Avenvor, I recommend that you seek out someone that I know of as the musician. He is a traveler known to visit other worlds before he came here, and he has enjoyed some success in sidestepping some of Carcosa's many threats. My visions reveal that he was recently a guest of Lord Eldaris of Avenvor. And as she says that, you hear a cracking sound.
Oh.
And you can see some of the porcelain on her body is cracking and some light is shining through.
Are
Baby,
you
Are you
okay?
okay?
Need some lotion?
She puts her hand over it and she says, "My interference has been detected. Hurry!" I
hair.
will reform, but you must flee quickly. And there's louder cracking sounds coming from her body.
Maybe go around the corner so you don't explode on us.
Yeah, let's flee quickly.
I meant her, but okay. Did she actually give us directions to the stele?
Yeah, she gave you directions. She tells you to go through the nexus of burning rust, past the columns of smoke, and that'll take you to Avenvor. From there, you need to go through the ruined hive and through the mountain pass. That'll take you into Bolvari.
Okay, so that's actually a no unless she gave us a map.
Yeah, she did. She sketched out a rough map for you.
She was busy for those few minutes.
I guess so. Is this the right way, or are we going the wrong?
And I'm going to take out that fight because you don't need to fight another polyp, no matter how special he is.
Unless he's dropping loot.
No, he doesn't drop any loot.
Let's give him mad
Fuck
XP.
that guy.
Though I did make a great sound effects for him because he screams and causes all the other polyps in the area to start howling.
That's kind of annoying.
Nice.
Is that circus music?
Music of madness.
Oh, awesome. Maybe we'll fight some clowns.
It's about that time of year for scary clouds.
Burn them all.
Why do you do that? Why you hurt us?
7 more days.
Creepy clowns.
Oh, I wasn't even
It
referring
comes
to
out on our anniversary.
I wasn't even referring to that. I was referring to just kind of a general Halloween thing. But
Oh,
okay.
that's right.
But yeah, it actually does say, when he screams, other falling polyps and chambers deep underground respond to this war cry, but do not fly up to the surface. The massive tube-like tunnels and passages act as a massive infernal calliope.
Calliope.
Yeah,
Calliope, whatever. I can't pronounce shit. So yes, that is the sound that comes out. And it gives you...
no evil clowns?
No evil clowns, sorry.
Not there.
That noise.
But, see, this... here we go. The wind-carved basalt walls part here, opening into a large empty space. Tall, irregular towers rooted with holes like Titan's flutes jab at the sky. On the northeast wall of this canyon is a sunken relief sculpture of a massive robed humanoid, exquisitely hewn from living rock and 30 feet tall. A passage that leads to the east reveals a wide chasm and rubble where it looks like the ground split open. A dry, cold wind blows constantly. Anyone want to give me a knowledge religion check? Looking at this base relief, you can tell that it is a lovingly carved depiction of Hastur, the King in Yellow.
Can we consecrate this area?
No.
No. Damn. How about forbiddens?
We forbid you to flirt with any more females we encounter, because they seem to end up dead.
You didn't say males.
You're right. You're free to fucking dance the stripper pole as much as you want. You want to be a sword swallower? Go right ahead.
I guess we gotta jump this.
Okay. I fly across. Does anything come screaming out of the fucking chasm to attack me?
Nope.
Do I see anything over here that looks hostile?
Nope.
What's the DC check to get a running jump to get there?
If you have Hero Lab, if you look on your acrobatics, it'll tell you.
Oh,
You hover over the skill, and it'll show all the permutations.
so how wide is this? 10 feet?
DC 10 to do 10 feet.
It's a little more than 10
It's
feet.
actually
more
15.
yeah,
You
it's
need
like-
a 15.
So 46.
I'm not going to make that, probably.
Victor, you not only make the jump, you do flips on the way over.
Fucking leap over the two of us.
Rope.
I fly with my cloak. Yay!
I fly back over and carry Crumb back across.
Like a princess.
I carry him, and like Kevin Costner carrying Whitney Houston and my bodyguard.
See any traps?
Nope.
Oh, I see a big winged something off to my left.
Roll for initiative.
Is that a demon bat thing?
I don't know, I'm so confused. Apparently, I'm going really slow on initiative. I'm like, huh. Because apparently I can't roll shit for initiative today. Or saves.
Victor?
I need to at some point hit you with some heroism, so you have that slathered on you.
All right, Victor will study this winged spider bat thing. Is it an aberration?
No.
What kind of knowledge check do I need?
Planes or religion?
Okay, so I'm just going to shoot it.
So it's like an undead demon.
Is it immune to precision damage?
Nope.
I'm guessing the 18 doesn't hit.
No, it does not.
Does a 29 confirm?
No, it does not.
Even against it's flat-footed?
Kill it.
It is not flat-footed. It knows you guys were coming. It was waiting for you. Combat started when it moved forward to attack.
How do you know that we weren't waiting for it?
So then I shouldn't have rolled precision damage.
Let me apply this damage here. You know what? Go ahead and apply the flat-footed. So yeah, the 29 confirms.
Right, yeah, that's all Vicar can do.
All right, the creature screeches.
I linked a picture of it in Discord for you, Sala.
Nope.
And it is suddenly surrounded by just an area that is just dark, just absolutely dark. Like even those of you who can see in darkness can't see through this darkness.
So would you say it's deeper?
Yes, it is. It is deeper darkness. And then you hear a flapping noise as it moves forward. And you are all covered in this blackness. Indra, it is your turn.
So we can't see, or
No, it's dark. It is super dark.
Dark as shit.
Okay. I don't begin to dance. I begin to, let's say, castanet solo, to provide my bardic goodness on everyone. And I cast haste on everyone. Has anybody rolled to see what the fuck this thing is?
Nope.
I haven't seen it yet.
Is it too late to roll, or do I have to physically see it to start going, oh, maybe I wonder what it is?
You can give it a shot. Knowledge planes or a knowledge religion. Actually, well, that wouldn't get it anyway, but you actually couldn't see it before because it was around the corner.
Gotta go higher. Gotta go 28, folks. 28 or higher.
So, Crumb.
I'm gonna see what this is.
You can't see it.
Yes, I can,
How can you see it?
because I can see around the corner and I see it. It's huge.
We are enveloped in greater darkness.
I saw
you're
it
in deeper darkness.
before I was in darkness.
You did see it before. So, hang on here. Actually, yeah, the corner, you're not around the corner. You didn't see it. It was up here.
Yeah, I see that. I see it up there.
Yeah, that's because I don't have the thing going all the way up to the wall.
Okay, so this is darkness spell.
Deeper
Here.
darkness.
What's the difference?
That even with dark vision you can't see in it.
One's deeper.
What about true seeing? Does that work?
Just look up True Seeing and see what it says.
Object sees through normal and magical darkness. Notice the secret door is hidden by magic. Sees the exact location of creatures or objects under blur displacement.
Yeah, if you see through magical darkness, you can see it.
Okay, I am going to give that to Amos. Amos, you have 15 minutes of true seeing.
Okay.
And I have done.
Amos?
Alrighty then. Amos, Isala is dancing. Yes,
I'm
Yes,
doing a
and
casting
your
that solo. 'Cause
singing, dancing. You're orating.
I'm doing something. Y'all are all medged up.
Yeah, I know he can see me, so if he's got reach, he can take an attack of opportunity.
Oh, he does.
Because there's no way I could 5-foot step up to him.
And he rolls a 2.
He is not an aberration, correct?
Correct.
Is he immune to crits?
Nope.
Okay, so 80 points damage because within 30 feet of Sala, and it ignores his DR.
All right, Erevan.
Alrighty. Is this the kind of thing that like dispel magic would take care of? The darkness.
Yeah.
All right, let's give that a whirl.
You either need to like dispel, or you actually need a light source of a higher level than the deeper darkness spell.
Which I don't think I have. Unless you want to light this shit up with a fireball, but
That doesn't work.
well, you can't blame a guy for trying.
Okay, so
What do I need to roll for that?
you're the one who has the spell there.
Okay, we'll target the.
The problem is you can't see it, so you can't target it.
Okay. Shit.
You can target an area though.
Like, yeah, that's what I meant. Like, the darkness around us?
Yeah, you target an area, but you still have to see the area.
Oh, okay.
You can't just randomly say I'm attacking the darkness.
Okay, so
That would be nice.
It- had no real effect then.
Yeah, because deeper darkness has a radius of 60 feet. That spell could be anywhere that's within the 60 foot.
All right.
Victor?
So I can't see anything, correct?
Correct.
Well, I know about where it was when I last saw it. So I will fire in that direction.
Where you last saw it was over here.
Oh, well then.
And then the darkness rolled forward in a wave.
Okay. Did the darkness like immediately envelop this entire area, or did it move like forward towards me?
It moved forward. The darkness moved forward.
Okay, so there is a range that I can hopefully get out of then.
Yes. Yeah, and when you're out of that circle, you are back in the dim evening light.
Okay.
Though you see this massive cloud of darkness in front of you.
Yeah. Let me think. Can I use tracking to identify where this thing might be?
No, it's just dark.
All right, so there's nothing I can do then.
No, there's not.
All
That's
right,
it.
whatever.
I'm sorry. Apparently, deeper darkness has a greater range than regular darkness.
Yeah, I mentioned it. It's 60 feet radius.
Sorry.
Okay, so I couldn't even see going around the corner then.
Yeah, it's just dark.
And as this area was dim light before, it becomes supernaturally dark, which means we can't see shit. Well, I can because somebody put true seeing on me, but other than that,
Creature moves back, lets out another screech, and in a 20-foot radius from this point, I need everybody to give me a will save. Michael? Michael? Okay, all of you take half damage, except Erevan, who takes 1/4 damage.
wow, 17 saved.
No. But for some reason, all of you who are not good take half damage.
Oh. So what's the effect here? What did he do?
I forget, do I round up or down for damage?
Down.
A cold, cloying miasma of greasy darkness.
So sort of like the opposite of the holy light thing.
Yep, kind of the opposite of that.
Why am I covered with goo?
Drippings with goo.
Michael. Okay, when Michael gets back, he'll save. Indra, it's your turn.
Okay, so between our location, the spells it's cast, and the sounds it's make, is there enough contextually for me to try to roll to see what it is?
You still can't even get near it.
Yeah, you can't even see it.
Well, I'm just saying.
You're hearing screeches and you're seeing darkness. You didn't even see it cast that spell.
Okay. Well, then, I will just buff y'all and get a little good hope on you. Slather you up.
Amos.
Amos is, well, this guy is so kind as to only move 5 feet away. I will 5-foot advance on him
Hey, Rocky, you
and
skip
cast sword.
Okay, Michael, I need to get a will save from you. Okay, you take half of 17 damage. And you feel this cold, cloying miasma just infusing your body. You feel very chilly.
So it's his turn before I.
No, it's your turn.
we hasted?
Yes.
Yep.
Shots 1 and 3 would be for. I think I'm more than 30 feet away from Sala now, or the creature is anyway.
No, he's not.
I can't tell where she is because blocked line of sight from her. So
He is 20 feet away.
okay, so in that case, 84 on shot 1, 85 on shot 2. That both ignore all of his DR. And does a 40 hit?
Yeah, it disappears, or it dies screaming, and its body shreds into different wisps of shadow.
Now we just gotta wait for his darkness to dissipate.
The darkness dissipates eventually. However, the cold chill, Michael, that you felt from this dark miasma spell, it doesn't seem to be fading.
Can I spellcraft it?
Yep. It doesn't seem to be a spell. You can see there's still a few wisps of that cloying darkness, and it seems to be kind of stuck to your skin.
Can someone else spellcraft it?
Let's give that a whirl.
Though you guys do see up in the corner here what looks to be a cave, sort of like a creature's lair.
Maybe there's a horde.
Let us head towards the lair.
Was Erevan able to spellcraft the sticky blackness?
Did he get in your hair? Did he get on your face?
I got everywhere there.
It's all
The sticky blackness seems to sort of absorb into his skin and then disappears.
I've been marked by the beast.
You slimed me.
You got a facial.
Get.
Michael, do you have the Horror Adventures book?
Yeah. I do.
That's never good.
Assume there's some horrific shit in there.
Well, corruptions,
shit.
insanity type stuff, the actual horror effects, the extra levels of fear and the
Sucks.
debilitation those come with.
All the fun shit.
Yeah, basically.
I gotta pull it up, Sani. Hold on.
Oh, take your time. It doesn't have to be immediate, This is just for you. No one else even has to know. Anyway, the cave up in the top there. Are you searching the cave?
Do I see anything dangerous?
Nope. It is a 20-foot by 40-foot opening in the walls, 40 feet above the path. Thanks to the irregularly shaped basalt, the climb DC is 15. I'm sure climbing will be hard for all of you who can fly.
Well, I don't know if I want to carry Crumb. He's got, goo all over him.
No, it absorbed into his skin.
It's all gone.
Rubbed it in.
It rubbed the shadow on the skin.
Unless it gets the ooze again.
All right, so let's head up.
Can we take like a 5-minute break?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fucked up.
I'm back.
All right. Let me know when everybody's back.
I'm here.
I'm here. Is there an easy way to put this in Hero Lab?
Not that I know of. There might be. I haven't looked.
I assume there is, since the horror book is in Hero Lab. Assuming you bought it.
Maybe.
Wyatt, do you have the horror book?
Yeah.
It's a base book, isn't it? Because I have class packs too now. I switched over.
I don't know. It's actually, I don't think it's one of the base books.
lets me make a kineticist.
That's the occult handbook, not the horror book.
Okay. I'll just add the permanent adjustment.
Okay. In the lair, amid a tangled pile of skeleton, tarnished mundane equipment, half-rotten packs, you see a short sword, what looks like a cauldron, some sort of crown, some potions, and a sealed container.
Detect magic
How do you whisper the DM?
/DM, I think it is.
/slash WGM.
Yes.
/W space GM. For the detect magic, the sealed container does not detect this magic, but everything else does.
Throw out some spellcraft checks. First with the short sword.
This short sword is something called a luck blade.
And the crown next.
Hang on. This is something called a white kineticist diadem.
And what was the other stuff?
A cauldron and 2 potions of Cure Serious Wounds.
Alright, let's do that cauldron.
Is anybody going to assist you?
Somebody please assist me.
I will assist you.
Yay. Girl power.
Yay.
Hey, that's enough for an assist to tell you that this is a cauldron of resurrection.
How does that work? Do we put you inside?
Yes.
Oh, I was mostly joking.
The sealed container. Inside, you find a platinum ring worth 3,300 gold. A set of diamond earrings worth 2,300. A pair of silver armbands worth 340 gold as a set. Various gemstones worth 4,900. And coins, 512 platinum, 7,690 gold, 34,160 silver. 85,400 copper.
That must have been a big ass container.
Well, a lot of the coins are scattered amongst the bones. Also, in the container, you find a sealed box filled with rare and expensive material components worth 10,000 gold in total. These components can be used with the Cauldron of Resurrection.
That's convenient.
Well, that was convenient.
And, like, eerie.
And a little, I was going to say a little disheartening that the first real loot we get is a resurrection tub. We're not saying you're going to die.
But
We don't like your odds.
See, now I'm just picturing, like, one of us dying. And we, like, like, that night, we build up the fire, we put their body in the cauldron, and we do the spell, and we're just sitting there going, is it wrong that they smell really delicious?
Well, I don't know if we're supposed to build up a fire. We're resurrecting them, not making stew.
Yeah, but it's a little bit like it's like Chekhov's gun. Like, if you see a gun, you expect it to be fired, and if you see cauldron, you expect to be sitting over some fire. I mean, yeah, I suppose it can just sit there, but it's like really weird. It's like then it's not a cauldron; it's a kiddie pool of resurrection.
The item description doesn't say anything about actually, putting it to a fire.
Details.
all right. So now, what do you guys want to do after you gather up all your loot?
Start heading the direction we're supposed to be heading.
Yep.
Just gonna go out on a limb here and figure that's the case. And just in case we run into something that like blows us up, you want to hit us with a channel before we go face anything else?
Sure.
Sorry, my boyfriend was talking to me. He's an incredibly, like, ordinary, like, straightforward, like, not care about anything kind of dude, but he's apparently jealous of the world's fastest ultra marathoner who's like, he's like, the 6'4" handsome wine growing Frenchman's gonna win, and I don't want him to win. Oh, baby, it's okay.
It's adorable.
Y'all want to join Amos on your trek?
Yep, I was reading.
I don't know where he went.
I was upping my health after the channel.
There's this oddly cut out rectangle.
There's a weird tree.
The basalt walls widen to form an artificial gorge. A massive twisted willow tree stands here. A strange azure moss grows in patches and over and between the breaks in its ebony bark. Beyond the tree, in the distance to the south, the ravine rises and flattens out as the basalt structures give way to an entirely different landscape, as if this were some sort of environmental demarcation point.
Carcosa.
Great. Now we're gonna fight tree shit.
I think I got some
Yeah, the
forward
character's like, oh, it's so pretty. The player's like, huh, it's a standalone icon picture. Okay.
Nope, there's a tree sitting there in the middle of the fucking clearing. Just all by itself.
It's no suspicious and nothing.
Not in the slightest.
Ando, have you been watching too much Miss Fishers?
Actually, it's been Black Sails.
Okay.
I'm catching up on the last season. Slowly.
You'll want to gather a little closer, or do we want to scatter down a long, narrow tunnel again?
That worked out so well for us last time.
Yeah, exactly.
Blue. So blue.
Is that an owl hole, or is that a mouth?
Yes.
Or is that a really angry owl hole?
It's a vagina.
Okay, do a detect magic on
Yeah,
the tree.
stick your fucking dick in it then.
The tree lets out a loud droning sound.
Cicadas?
No.
Just kind of like, give that sort of dejected lowering of the shoulders and look at think, can we not?
Everybody give me a will save.
This is a mind affecting thing.
Yes.
Is it a fear?
All right, so add 2 to mine.
You got a natural 20, dude. Doesn't
I'm
matter.
just saying. It's probably my first natural save.
All right, Aravan and Indra, you just feel so lethargic. You don't want to do anything except kind of stand there.
Alright, you guys take care of this. I'm gonna take a nap.
You have no desire to take any action or engage in combat.
Okay, like, period?
Period.
Alright.
And then, as a free action, a wave of negative energy bursts out of the tree in a 10-foot radius. So, Crumb and Amos, give me a will save.
Yep.
Guess it's time to lumberjack this tree.
Ouch. Crumb, you take 6 charisma damage. Amos, you save.
Well, there went 3 channels for the day.
And initiative, everybody.
But I don't want to fight.
Of course, the turn in which I, don't want to do anything is the turn I get a decent initiative roll.
Almost as good as you could possibly get.
Amos?
Definitely up there.
Well, fuck this tree. I will 5-foot step up and
Okay.
click my heels and commence with the Paul Bunyan routine, only with a scimitar. So it'll be more finessey.
Ervin, too bad you don't want to fight. Don't you have a spell just for fucking up trees?
I have 2 of them, actually.
What's so funny is that he spent all his time making the goddamn macro and then doesn't get to use it.
But that's not the macro I spent the time making. That was the one I just copied with a couple different things. The ones I spent time making was the caster and the concentration and the spell pen one.
All right, I know this thing is a tree, but is it an aberration by chance? Because it doesn't matter if I know, but
No.
my sword is aberration bane. Obviously, there's no sonic damage, but
Okay.
and for any DR purposes, it's adamantine, cold iron, silver.
It looks like your chops are slicing right into it. Victor.
Victor will study this tree. What was the knowledge to identify it?
It's a plant, so nature.
Okay, never mind. He'll study it and then he'll try and shoot it because it just doesn't look right. Is it immune to crits?
Plant traits. I don't know if plants are immune to crits. No, I don't think they are. I think you can shoot them right in the stamen.
I'm just gonna roll this again because I don't know the exact number. Uh, 35. Does a 35 confirm?
Yep.
Just take that crit damage, 34.
Okay, Erevin, you're just you don't.
Still chilling, I guess, right?
Yep, Crumb.
I am going to stab the shit out of this tree. Are we hasted? No?
We're not, because fighting trees is dumb, and I just want to take a nap.
So I probably only hit with the first one.
Yep.
Crumb's mad because did charisma damage, so he's doing like the ugly Kim Kardashian cry that lowered his charisma.
Yeah, something like that.
Lol.
Just gonna push the macro again to make sure it works this time. Okay.
Crumb is not Crumb. Sorry, the tree is going to attack Amos.
And did I channel so we're all blessed for a minute?
No, you attacked.
When you channeled was before we were a minute away. That was when we were still back in the other place.
Gotcha.
Before we went searching the loots. I scoff at thee.
Indra, you don't want to fight. It's
You don't.
stupid.
It is stupid.
Amos.
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay.
And you can see its bark kind of starting to close up around all the chops.
Okay.
But it's doing it slowly and not fast enough to stop your sword from cutting it in half. It does that whole poof as it hits the ground, and a huge cloud of spores goes up.
You're welcome.
Crumb and Amos, give me fort saves.
Man, you were destined to fucking fail that save, Jane.
I'm not liking this place.
Crumb, you take 1 con damage, and you are fatigued.
Yeah, I'm done for the day.
Give me another save.
Okay.
This is it's a poison, so. Okay. You don't take any effects. Give me 1 more save. Okay. You take another con damage. Give me another save. All right. So the poison is gone. But you are still fatigued for a minute. Also, tangled among the roots of this tree is a corpse of a creature that it apparently chose not to swallow. The body is almost entirely decayed, but the skeleton does not resemble any humanoid creatures you have ever seen, regardless of any knowledge check you may attempt.
But it is humanoid-ish.
It's got 2 arms, 2 legs, heads on top.
Gotcha. Bilateral symmetry.
That's more than some of the things we have not only talked to, but Crumb has tried to have sex with.
But it doesn't seem to have ears, and its nose is on its forehead. It's just very weird.
I would like to
Well,
note that I
first-
have not succeeded at all.
I'm not talking about success. I'm talking about attempts.
These haven't rolled high enough, man.
Yeah, actually, for the stereotypical game group results and everything, we are like the most fucking puritanical group. Ain't nobody getting laid.
Speak to I am choosing to be celibate for the only.
You keep telling yourself that, Cupcake.
It's
Because
totally
I
in
don't
character
wish
for
to subject any gentleman friend with dealing with you lot.
The body is wearing armor, has a backpack, and carries a staff.
Let's look at all that stuff.
Is everyone feeling more motivated to join in the shenanigans?
I'm feeling kind of weak, tired.
Does this seem like something interesting, or do I still feel like I should be listening to The Cure and smoking cloves?
You do for about a minute, and after that, you feel more motivated.
Okay. Then yes, we will help you rehome this poor individual's possessions.
So, let's see what kind of armor, what kind of staff, and what kind of backpack, and what's in it.
The armor is flint mail that looks like it's made out of wood.
spellcraft or detect magic on?
The armor, the backpack, and the staff are all magic.
Alrighty. Let's do the armor first.
The armor is something called Warden of the Woods armor.
And the staff next.
Betting he was a druid.
The staff is a staff of healing, which currently has 7 charges.
And the what's it?
That is a handy haversack.
Alright.
Do you want to see what's in the haversack?
I'm gonna leave that up to Amos, because last time we opened a haversack, a fucking Death Knight jumped out.
Okay, I will empty or open the haversack and start rifling through its contents.
Open it away from your face.
Well, if you hadn't mentioned the Death Knight, I was going to say Death Knight pops out, but you've ruined that.
Womp womp.
Inside the pack are 2 scrolls, a white gold scepter worth 5,140 gold, and this many coins.
Damn. Identify the scrolls.
You have read magic. The scrolls are Scroll of Dimensional Anchor and Scroll of Locate Creature.
Okay.
And as you travel out of this area, you move through what looks like someone just went to another city, grabbed a chunk of it, and moved it. The next place is all made out of rusted iron and red stone that looks like it's been scorched by flames. It seems to be deserted. You don't see anybody there, though you can still smell the lingering scent of burning. You move through another area that looks like it's just your typical ruined stone city, until you finally come to what, according to the map, is Avenvor. It seems to be distinctly populated. The city still has a deserted feel, but the people are plainly seen carrying out business of daily life. And they seem to be human. It appears the city has a sort of deserted field, the outlying districts resembling the worst parts of the Ustalov farm country, with sick and struggling crops. The city proper is a stark contrast, however, with the tall, once impressive stone structures in various states of disrepair. This area is particularly decadent, which means all of you, while in this area, take a -4 penalty on saves against spells and effects of the charm subschool, as well as potentially harmful effects with the emotion descriptor that do not rely on fear or aggression.
And there's no way we can, avoid this penalty?
It's inherent to this part of the city.
It's the zone debuff.
Yeah, it's a zone debuff. Also, unconscious creatures are more difficult to wake up. The perception check to hear a sound while asleep is increased to 20, and it takes a full round action to wake somebody up.
All right. Are we going to press on? It's after midnight, or are we going to call it here as we've entered a new zone, or what?
I would think this would be a good place to stop.
I think so.
I think so.
Question. That luck blade, since they identified it, how many wishes did it have on it?
1.
Okay.
Also, just so you know, there's a third effect to this nexus. Saving throws to resist the effects of and addiction to drugs and alcohol increases by 3.
Fucking party town.
So that is this area. It's basically imagine Ravenloft. That's basically what this looks like.
Yeah, we're fucked.
And you'll find out. You'll find out more about it.
Let's
Next session.
enter a place that gives a will debuff, because that's fucking fun.
So I'm trying to figure out like the mechanics of this. Is it just that these people are so cool that we're like, no, we need to do what they're doing. Everything they do is so awesome. Yeah. All my friends have jumped off a bridge. I'm gonna jump too.
No, it's basically Carcosa is a city dedicated to the King in Yellow. It grows with him, and he grows with it. It is super magical, and it cannibalizes other cities. When it cannibalizes them, it absorbs them primarily based through one of the primary pillars of Hastur's religion. The pillars are decadence, disorder, and nihilism. So each section of Carcosa is associated with decadence, disorder, or nihilism. This one is decadence.
Nihilism one sounds like it's going to be a total blast.
Gonna run into a whole shitload of fucking Robert Smith wannabes.
Truth be told, I'd rather do kind of Robert Smith than Morrissey.
Influence. A nexus associated with decadence fosters forms of madness that confuse one's personal and social taboos. Completely inappropriate behavior becomes intriguing, while borderline inappropriate behavior becomes exciting or arousing.
Oh, God, I'm
The
actually
monsters
gonna
may
find
no
Carl
longer
charming.
look or seem out of the ordinary. Social and physical interaction with otherwise horrifying or dangerous creatures may seem acceptable.
If this could be like a Freaky Friday opposites thing, then Crumb's gonna be like, no, guys, I know she's a beautiful woman and she wants to sleep with me, but I have to remember my vows, and I'm gonna go over here.
I
And
respect her as a woman in a prison.
Yes.
Abstinence is groovy.
I'm gonna go be kind to puppies.
All right. Well, good game.
Yep. And I figured out how to add the thing to Hero Lab.